Hey dudes, guess who's running on existential fears, anxiety, and Pepsi Max? Me, because I've lost control of my life and I don't know what to do anymore. Welcome back to the Internet X-Files.
Who would have known? Didn't make any sense to me. And what made even less sense, Leo, is that some of the Ukrainian refugees are very, very hot.
This is your home for the next few days.
Yeah, that's all what I can bring with me.
When I saw that, I thought to myself, who's the guy in our crew famous for slinging dick?
Hey, I'm single, baby.
It's time to introduce Leo to the hottest Ukrainian refugee we can find.
Did you know that over the past few months, Mexico has reported a large influx of Ukrainian refugees? All of these refugees fled their home country in the attempt to seek asylum in America, thanks to the impromptu invasion from Russia. Now, as decent human beings, we can collectively all agree that no one human should ever have to endure such events in their lives. No one should have to endure such turmoil. No one should have to bear witness to such great suffering and tragedy. But what happens when a notorious YouTube prankster scumfuck asshole named Danny Mullen reads these headlines? Danny first assesses the situation, and then his brain comes up with a wonderful golden idea for content that only a renowned dumbfuck could possibly think of. Of all my time on YouTube, I don't think I've ever had the displeasure of seeing something truly heinously revolting in my entire life. I've willfully subjected myself to watching this video numerous times, trying to decipher the madness in order to find a reason as to why it exists. And then my brain exploded midway through. After watching this video numerous times, I feel like Robot Man from Doom Patrol because I was constantly lost, I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I found myself saying, "What the fuck?" more times than I thought I would. But rather than listening to me ramble on aimlessly, how about we listen to the golden idea straight from the sewer's mouth?
When I saw that, I thought to myself, who's the guy in our crew famous for slinging dick?
I don't like where this is going.
Hey, I'm single, baby.
Stop!
It's time to introduce Leo to the hottest Ukrainian refugee we can find.
Yeah, you just heard that. That's the golden idea. Trying to pick up refugee women. That's fucking hilarious. Rather than watch this video again, I would rather place little pieces of salmon on my eye, fall to my knees, and open my arms to the possibility that a hawk may swoop down from the sky and then proceed to peck out my eyes so I no longer have to bear witness to such sheer ignorant idiocy ever again. Danny is a fucking lobotomite amongst brainlets. Only someone this devoid of any brain power and basic empathy can think of something so heinously exploitative and think it's the best idea ever. What the fuck is wrong with him? This is possibly the most disgusting thing I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing in my entire life. Oh, and just to add more pond scum to this already algae-infested swamp, Danny thought it would be a great idea to bring along one of his bachelor friends and hook him up with one of these gorgeous refugee women. Yeah, this guy right here, Bargain Bin Jason Momoa, real name Leo Dottavio. I think that's Italian for giant fucking asshole. Yeah, Leo here is a former Bachelorette contestant from like season 18, I think. And then he reappeared in one of their many spin-off shows. And now, as a last-ditch effort to keep his glowing Hollywood star warm, he hooked up with Danny Mullen for some reason. Did I also forget to mention that Leo is a giant fucking sex creep? Yeah, when Leo was on that Bachelorette spinoff show, one of the contestants levied sexual misconduct and other allegations against Leo. So, let me paint a clear picture for you. Not only did Danny go to Mexico ready to exploit people at the lowest points of their lives, he's also bringing along a fucking creeper to, in their own words, sling some dick like he's a fly fucking fisherman. This is fucking ingenious. It's the best of both worlds. Stupid and inconceivably brain dead. It's truly fucking ingenious. Now, I'm not going to subject you to the whole video. I'm just going to sit here and highlight some of my favorite parts and just explain to you, the viewer, why I think Danny is a giant sack of human monkey shit. To start off, this has to be my favorite part of the video right here. This disclaimer within the first 2 minutes. To make this all just a little less disrespectful, they bought supplies for the refugees. As if that fucking matters. You bought food for the refugees during their time of crisis? Aww, what fucking heroes! What saints! And John Wayne Gacy was the best birthday clown in all of Chicago. What the fuck is your point exactly? Doing something that has a very minimal positive impact doesn't negate the fact that you are a transcendental scumfuck for even conceiving such an idea for content. That's like saying, yeah, Sienna may have done some terrible things in her past, but this one time, I saw her help an old woman cross the street. Like, this isn't a game of fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't just throw down change of heart and then suddenly expect everyone's opinion to change about you or what you're doing. No, that's not how this works.
Leo, come here, look at me. We're gonna be more professional. We're representatives of the United States of America when we go into this refugee camp. We're finding you a woman, but we're gonna do so in the most professional way.
I would love that, thank you.
These two guys right here. These two are representative of America? You know what? If anything, these two oxygen-thieving, mouth-breathing parasites are perfectly indicative of America's elite. A bunch of rich white guys who have way too much time on their hands and are way too comfortable with taking advantage of young, vulnerable women during a time of crisis in their life. So then, after dicking around with some kids and giving up fruit snacks, our heroes return to the main mission at hand, Operation Dick Slinging. Then they start prowling, peeping and creeping their way around the camp, looking for some young, unassuming woman to hit on. Then Leo here finds this woman just sitting here in the warm Mexico sun, just minding her own business, not thinking about her brother or family member possibly dying in her home country, and decides to give her a bouquet of flowers.
I just want to give you this.
Thank you.
You're very beautiful. Are you married?
Like, why? Just look at how fucking uncomfortable she is. Like, in Leo's mind, he must be thinking that he's activated Playboy mode and is making her wet with anticipation because of his romantic gestures. Why the fuck did I just say that? That is so disgusting. Why did I write that in the script? But instead of coming across as romantic, it's just, I don't know how to put it lightly, desperately pathetic. And mind you, once again, these two idiots traveled to another country with the intention of preying on a group of young, vulnerable refugees fleeing the war in their home country in the hopes of getting laid. Like, on Kyle's list of definitive places not to pick up women, a refugee camp ranks as number fucking 1 on the list. Surprising, I know. This ranks right above her dad's funeral or when she's being rushed to the emergency room after a near-fatal car accident, or when she's being used as a human shield during a hostage negotiation. Like, does anyone else feel like they need a Clorox shower, or... So then obviously when the flowers didn't win her over, Leo smashes the glass for the emergency option.
Oh yeah, we
Get
have
a little something going?
we have some wine.
No.
No drinking?
No.
Okay. No, she stern no.
White wine. Fucking white wine. Are you serious? Are her shrimp levels too high?
Gentlemen, your shrimp counts are dangerously high right now. Now, what we need to do is bring your white wine levels up.
Do her shrimp and white wine levels need to be in equilibrium? Danny and Leo are treating human suffering as just one big giant goof.
Displaced are seeking shelter in train stations like this one in Poland, bringing only needed documents and the luggage they can carry. And these images show the traffic stretching roughly 4 miles near the Romanian border.
You just lost your home? You don't know if your brother died on the front lines protecting your country from this invasion? And you're in a foreign country seeking asylum? Babe, that's so fucking hilarious. I love your suffering. Anyway, here's a bottle of white wine and some fruit snacks. You down the fuck or what? I'm ready to get some of that slurpy derpy, baby. I'm ready to sling my dick like a fucking fly fisherman. I like to imagine that Danny is the kind of guy that when the Trail of Tears was happening, he'd be doing the same exact shit, but just somehow more brain dead. Aww. It's a shame that your people are being forcibly removed from their homeland and forced into the ass end of America, but don't think of it as a Trail of Tears. Think of it more as a Happy Trails removal caravan. Also, Leo, here's a hot tip for you, bud. By partaking in this predatory behavior, it really doesn't help you trying to shed the image of being a fucking sex creep, does it? No. If anything, it helps solidify the foundations of the claims. So, after their first attempt blew up in their face like the Hindenburg, they find another group of women just sitting there minding their own business. And this is where Leo makes the most brilliantly astute observation of the day.
You from Ukraine? You married?
Well, let's think about it for a second. Most of these people are probably speaking the Ukrainian language, and they are indeed in a Ukrainian refugee camp. So, obviously, by logical deduction, this means they're from fucking Cambodia. What? Oh my god, what the fuck was he expecting? Did the blazing Mexico sun fry his last sputtering brain cell like an omelet in an act of divine mercy? I would like to think so, because that's the only way this makes sense. After pathetically trying to speak to this woman, as they just kind of stand there like the socially awkward goober goblins they are, this exchange happens.
How old are you?
18.
Oh, you're 18. I don't know about that.
Leo, we're also in,
I don't like where this is going.
do you want a Mayco right
You're
now?
you wanted the age of consent, is that what you're saying?
It's, up for debate in this place.
Stop!
You son of a...
I'm just saying right now, if you wanted to go seduce somebody on the seesaw,
Oh,
you
my
might not be
God.
charged criminally.
Must I explain in great and arduous detail just how fucking disgusting the mere thought of this is? No? Good. Moving on. And weirdly enough, Leo gets this girl to follow him on Instagram?
You can say your Instagram, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Leo, do you want to exchange Instagrams with each
I
other?
can get your Instagram.
What the fuck?
Between you and me, I think the only reason why she did it was so she could be left alone. So thankfully, security comes along and chases these chromosomally impaired people away. But then Danny and Leo try to use the food they bought in the beginning of the video to bargain with security, or at least use it in a disrespectful manner. But here they are using said food as a comedic prop in a disrespectful manner. I'm starting to believe that their initial humanitarian efforts were nothing but bullshit.
Now we're stuck with $200 worth of worthless shit.
I believe the great Dr. Ian Malcolm said it best with this clip right here.
That is one big pile of shit.
But then as they try to leave Mexico, Danny and Leo get circled by a group of suspicious young men. But unfortunately, and much to my chagrin, they make it back to America in one piece. Now, I'm not wishing anything would have happened, but hear me out, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, in a joking and satirical manner, let's just say that if Danny and Leo did happen to disappear under suspicious circumstances in Tijuana, would anyone shed a single fucking tear? Would anything of intrinsic value have been lost in the process? Fuck no! Thankfully, this is where the nightmare ends. And as always, thank you for spending your precious time on this space rock orbiting a Death Star with me. So until the next video, be a decent human being and don't exploit others.
So dance, wanna put